Welcome back to the Saturday Doobie Feature, the internet's first movie and marijuana show. And to celebrate the start of season 3, today we're watching Star Wars: The Last Jedi. Welcome back to the Saturday Doobie Feature, episode 1 of season 3. I'm Justin.
I'm Derrick.
I'm Byron, and on today's episode, we are discussing The Last Jedi. After the destruction of the Republic, the evil First Order reigns. Now, Supreme Leader Snoke looks to crush what's left of the Resistance and cement his grip on the galaxy. But hope survives. Rey has found Luke Skywalker, a legendary Jedi Master who can change the tide of the war.
Wow. Epic. What a great summary, Byron. That was so wonderful. That was like, you should do that professionally. Like,
Eloquent.
Do you write Wikipedia articles?
No,
You should do that. I think you should do that. That's pretty crazy. No?
No.
At all?
I think I agree with that.
This was episode 8. This was extreme. This was one of the most anticipated movies of all time, I would say. Anyone agree with me on
well,
that?
I mean, it's Star Wars, so it was like...
talking about here?
You had direction by Ryan Johnson. We were going in a new direction. It was going to be the continuation, finally, of where we're going to finally see what happens after The Force Awakens. And this is The Last Jedi. Oh, all right, listen. We've been covering Star Wars for the last couple of weeks. I'm starting to develop a theme here. Are you not a big Star Wars fan?
No, I'm not saying that.
I know, where you at?
Can't get all the way there. It's just a little too...
There's a lot going on in this galactic empire.
There's a lot.
It's a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. We're smoking the Gucci OG right now. I am not smoking,
Not a clone.
but I will be telling everyone when to smoke. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. People are so connected to Star Wars. People think they know what's going to happen. There's so many theories. So by the time something like this comes out and it really puts everything, spins around on its head, I think it disappointed a couple people. One thing I do want to say about the movie that I'm super... Or you're disappointed?
Yes.
Oh, thank
you.
Thank you.
That's the word.
One thing I thought that was really cool about the movie that I really do want to give a huge shout out for Last Jedi is the timeline. Last Jedi is the first Star Wars movie, I think, kind of in the lineage. It takes place in about 30 hours. You know, it's kind of like a day in the life of Star Wars.
I know, but it's just like... There's
a lot goes wrong.
There's got to be a time, like...
they have to better define it because there are a lot of things. You have Rey and Luke on their training.
Yes.
Which that could take a while, possibly. Maybe she was there for a couple more days than not.
That does take a while. Not a one-day type shit where you become a Jedi Master in one day, you know?
How long was he in Dagobah?
Yeah,
months. He was in Dagobah for months.
30 hours.
So
he literally banished himself.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm gone. I need to get better.
It took 30 hours for Rey to convince those little nun ladies on that planet to like her. It's amazing. But I did like that they decided to do a change. I like that it's almost like it would be cool to see a Star Wars movie that takes place in 2 hours. I just want to see like just a 2-hour Star Wars movie where it's like in real time. So I thought that was cool. Then we start getting into some more controversial stuff. I think the first big thing that happened in the movie that people talk about is Leia's kind of return, or not return. What's a good word for it?
Resurrection.
So they bomb the ship. You know, they bomb the ship. You see for her first time. You see Rose and her sister, and you develop that connection. They kill all of those people on the bombers, basically for no reason. Like
well, it's not for no reason.
Not for for the war, but like a poorly planned plan.
Very poorly.
Is that the Gucci OG?
That's that. How is it?
Not a clone.
Not a clone. Gucci OG, smooth, heavy, nice body indicas that'll help you enjoy this movie. But Leia gets blown out of the ship, and I'm talking. She's like 30 yards out there. Like it's not like when I rewatched the movie, it's not like she's like right outside the door
no.
she gets back. Like she's floating. she's doing a run to like she's going for a touchdown, and she comes back, and I thought that was really interesting because she's always had force powers, and they've always alluded to it, but this was like she's Superman, and that was kind of weird.
So was this like a subconscious thing that she did, like?
Yeah, I think that's the force coming out of her. The force is like it's like a spidey sense for her. Like in her moment of need, she was able to harness that energy, but unfortunately, with the passing of Carrie Fisher, I feel like some of that potential might be squandered now. They really set her up to be this huge, awesome, badass hero.
And she is.
Of course, she'll always be. But unfortunately, we're not going to be able to see where that goes now. And that's so disappointing, I think.
I'm not going to lie. Like, I was tearing up when that scene happened, but...
Oh, by the way, I have to tell everyone when to smoke vicariously for me, so I'm going to need you to do some more smoking.
Thick.
But go ahead.
I was really sad when that scene happened, and I think I would have been okay with her going out like that.
You're doing a great job.
That's still like badass, and it proves to me Kylo was a little bitch.
Okay, listen,
he couldn't shoot himself.
I think Kylo represents.
That,
it's almost funny. I think they write Kylo to be the Star Wars fan, like be the modern Star Wars fan. Like he's just complaining about stuff all the time, and he's super emo-y, and he doesn't really know what he wants.
I think super emo-y is not
he's
the word.
He's FaceTiming with Rey.
Wow. Maybe.
What were you saying?
Sorry.
So him and Rey have this connection in the movie. They're like FaceTiming each other, right?
Mm-hmm. Like Force FaceTime.
I cannot like make one of them evil. Give me a villain. Please give me a villain. Like I don't care if it's Rey. I don't care if it's Kylo. I love the connection that they have. It works. But you can't give me the Disney cop out.
That's today's society. That's what they want.
Everything's okay and everything's
That's what they want.
And you're right. But that also is the point of the Jedi in this movie. The point of the Jedi is losing duality in this movie. The point is there's no, Sith. There's no Jedi. There's all gray and there's all in between. I think that's a nice message. But that's why people are saying that's not Star Wars, because Star Wars is based on the classic myth. It's Joseph Campbell. It's you need the tragic hero. You need that villain, and it's almost like you're messing with the format so much it's becoming something different.
It's become soft.
Oh, so you got Yoda. You're showing off Yoda right there.
Yeah, I was showing
you know that guy.
I know that guy.
You know him,
dude. I was honestly, I was so lost in the film.
Let's talk. Well, speaking of being lost in film, let's talk about this. So they go to the casino planet.
Yes.
They decide to pair Finn up with Rose, and they go to the casino planet. By the end of the time they're at the casino planet, there was literally no reason for them to be there. They screw up their entire plan by parking in the non-parking area. That's the reason they got caught in the first place. Literally, the dude's like, "Don't park here," and they were like, "Put it right there, like in front of the front door of the casino."
Yeah, you're really not gonna
doing stupid shit. People do simple, stupid shit, and that's how they usually get
True.
caught.
Well, I guess
go. What were you?
Sorry, I guess the way they would try to show it up is through all that failure, they still found who they needed.
Well, that's what I like about the movie too, is that things don't always work out, and I did like that in the Star Wars movie. I like that they show that sometimes your plans don't always go together. But the problem with this plan was they knew exactly who they had to talk to. They knew where the guy was. They didn't go talk to him. They got caught because of the parking, and for some godforsaken reason, they trusted the shadiest looking dude on the planet in Benicio del Toro. Like, he's in prison with you. Like, why would you trust this man to do anything for you?
What's wrong with trusting a guy in prison?
Listen, you look at Benicio del Toro and you know. I'm just saying, you had a plan that needed the most specialized code master of the entire galaxy, and the guy that you decided to replace. That's like saying that you're going to replace LeBron James with Derrick. That
would be comparable. So.
Oh well, yeah.
I believe in that. You got it.
It's comparable if they're playing the Knicks, maybe. But it was just a super weird decision for me. And the other thing I hate about the casino plan, although I love the little guy when he's running around and the coins fall out of his pocket.
He's super drunk.
Like I needed more of that, and instead of that, we got this message of like, Rose Tiku wants to free the racing animals, and it became it was almost like a sequel to The Lion King. It felt like it felt like the most Disney thing that they could have done.
You know what I needed less of?
Me?
Long stairs.
Long stairs in the movie? I needed less long stairs, and I needed more star wipes and side wipes. But so we're talking. It's a Star Wars movie. Past the casino planet, whatever. Wastes a lot of time.
Man, how come they didn't do no lightsaber shit though?
Not one lightsaber touches another lightsaber in this movie. You have that really cool scene. You have the really cool battle scene with the Praetorian Guards, but they're not lightsaber dueling.
It's not technically a lightsaber. I mean, it's probably like the kyber crystal, that's like.
And like, I'm not a fight choreographer like that, by any means, but that's not a good fight. Like, they don't fight very well.
It's the kyber crystal.
No, kyber crystal. Yeah, kyber crystal is what powers the lightsaber. It's not like a very good fight. Like it's poorly done, but it looks really cool. It's shot really cool. I really like the contrast. And then this all happens after they kill Snoke, which everyone's all shocked about. Everyone's like, "Well, who was Snoke and why did they do this to him?" Did you guys not see the prequels?
No.
Like they did this to us
once before.
I'm gonna need you to do some more smoking for me because I would be smoking right now. Thank you. Thank you. I feel like a mom right now. I'm like, you smoke, do the laundry.
Thanks, Mom.
That is the kyber crystal right here, actually. Powers up a black lightsaber. Who had a black? I don't think there was a black lightsaber.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the lore, there was a black lightsaber.
That's
black
another
lightsaber
movie.
exists.
That's another
Dude, it's
movie.
the ones that well, technically, it would be the ones that the Mandalorians have.
Mandalorian coming from Jon Favreau soon. That might be really cool. So that's very exciting. So the other thing we're not really talking about, I don't really want to talk about Haldo and all that because I think that was kind of poorly done.
Well, all you gotta say is her communication sucks.
Her communication sucks. You got to dictate. If you're a general, you got to dictate. You got to trust people.
You could have avoided mutiny by just saying a couple words.
Poe Dameron was like Jeff Goldblum in Independence Day. He's like, this is gonna happen. I'm telling you. And she didn't believe him. The other thing is that Rey is hanging out.
Need a hit, bro.
I can't, man. I can't. We're gonna talk about it soon. Hit it for me again. Can you dab some of that turtle pie coat for me?
I'm about to.
Please dab some turtle pie coat because that's what I would be doing right now. Rey and Luke are training now. That's what the end of Force Awakens. She's handing him the lightsaber. What do? He throws the lightsaber behind his back. I thought that was funny the first time. When I saw the movie in the theaters, I was like, cool, great. That's not worth cutting off your nose to spite your face. I don't think. I don't think that was the right move. Maybe you could have done that later, whatever, but it felt like a gag for a gag's sake, and a lot of this movie is. Which was surprising because Rian Johnson's a pretty serious director. He directed Brick, he directed Brothers Bloom. It's awesome. This is exactly what I would be doing.
Whoa!
So you got Luke Skywalker. He's not very happy to be there. He drinks Blue Banta milk all day. He's like drunk on that probably.
I don't even
and
know.
Then like he's trying to train Rey, but apparently Rey's so much more powerful than him
that she's a Jedi.
that she doesn't even need it. She gets called down to the cave, goes to try and find out some like, what strain is that? What strain is that? Is this Tropicana? OG. She goes down into the cave.
I have a lightsaber.
They go down to the cave. Or Rey goes down to the cave. She hears these voices, right? Because it's supposed to be like an Empire when Luke's in the cave. But they already did something like this in The Force Awakens. They already gave her this information. They already said, remember that weird like trippy sequence where she's in what's her face, Maz Kanata's place?
Oh, yeah.
And she finds the original lightsaber and she has that vision.
Yes.
They do that kind of in the cave here, which, by the way, if a cave is talking to you, you might be schizophrenic. Like, I don't know. I don't think that's a Force thing.
Well, I mean, it happened in a lot of other movies. They didn't say that.
Well, yeah. You can make the case that a lot of movie characters are schizophrenic. Probably, yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, we could. Yeah. You want to go there?
I might be.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I might be. You might be.
I don't know where you're going.
I have no idea. But she, by the end of it, is apparently the most amazing Jedi Master ever. Yoda shows up. Wait, where's Yoda?
Not better than Yoda.
God bless this guy.
Put it out there right now.
God bless this guy.
Homegirl, do not got it on Yoda like that.
Because I felt like when Yoda came into the movie, I needed that so much. I just needed some comfort to come in and pat me on the back and be like, bro, listen.
Saving grace.
And he says
Give
it
me
too.
all the
Saving grace.
sarcastic comments and wisdom at
He
the
says
same
it
time.
because they're talking about the books. They're talking about the Jedi magic. You know, they're talking about the Jedi books. And he said, "Have you read them? Page turners, they are not." And it made me feel so much better about taking the movie less seriously. And I really needed that. So thank you, Yoda. I hope we get more Yoda. I'm hearing we're gonna get more Yoda.
Yoda.
I hope so.
Yoda, my dude, man. He
Yoda's
green.
always been my dude.
He green like weed, so you know.
True, Yoda. Oh my God, dude! Could you
Wisdom.
imagine
Whoa,
the fucking
is
strains?
Yoda weed?
Can you imagine the strains Yoda grows?
That's
Yoda
pretty
makes
mind-blowing.
weed from the Force.
Does he grow it or does he smoke himself?
Both. Yoda invents
Maybe
weed.
that's why he knows
And
so
he
much.
uses the Force to make the best weed, the fluffiest, most white weed.
He uses the Force to float, dude. He smokes it and then he floats, dude. That's how
Yeah.
the Force comes, man. You know, I know it.
We need to
know it.
we need to grow more force. The obviously by the end of the movie, the epic shot that everyone always talks about of putting the because they were doing what's it called when they did the speed thing through the ship and there was silence.
They went through light speed.
When they broke, the light speed. Brilliant, amazing shot. Will go down in history as one of the coolest Star Wars shots. But then after that, the movie probably should have ended. Because you have 10 minutes on the Red Sand Planet, and I have probably 50 problems with things that happen in that movie. Like, kill Finn. Just kill Finn. Why wouldn't you kill Finn? Please do something that makes me sad. Like, Rose saves him, and it's supposed to be that.
Like, give me a tragic.
I mean, I guess it just doesn't sound like it had any trajectory. It had any ups and downs. It didn't give people something to kind of grab to. There's no meat and bones.
It's so hard because J.J. Abrams set up so much, and people say that Rian Johnson threw so much of it away. And now J.J. Abrams is coming back. He's doing episode 9. I don't know how much he's going to try to rectify. I would love to know. I would love to know his real opinion on what happened during that, but it wasn't his choice.
I mean, I just think they went so far off the track, they can't get back on it.
Yeah, because you kill Snoke. Unless Snoke's body was a projection like Luke's body is at the end of the movie.
No.
What the fuck? All right, anyway, sorry.
But Luke's body just disappears.
Right, but maybe Snoke has a power that can make it like a duplicate body or something, or maybe
like a clone.
I've heard there's clones in Star Wars before. Interesting. But people care that they killed Snoke. They killed Darth Maul. They killed General Grievous. Every cool villain has always been killed.
Well, Darth Maul didn't technically die in the first.
Darth Maul could even have other spin-offs, but apparently, actually, we're going to talk about that next week, solo. But that will be the end of our Star Wars on Weed series. I want to end on a positive note. It was beautiful what they did with Luke. The way that he, dissipated into the air, I thought was beautifully done. Very true to the character. Other than that, moving those rocks and shit, ice wolves, get the fuck out of here.
I mean, that's a rebel way to escape.
They're on that. I don't even remember the name of that last planet, but they have the ice crystals that look like Pokemon. Or not ice crystals, the ice foxes. And they're like burrowing and stuff, even though it's like a sand planet, so I don't really understand. This, I think, would be a perfect time. We're going to take a little break. We have a new segment called the Marijuana Minute, but we will be right back. Hey, everyone. Welcome to the first Marijuana Minute. I'm Justin. First off, I want to thank Ounce and Bounce. Ounce and Bounce can be found in Hollywood, California. Check them out on Weed Maps. But you guys are not ready to see the curated menu that this cannabis connoisseur has put together for you. You're talking the easiest way to pick up. You're talking the best, freshest buds. And you're talking discreet service. So check out Ounce and Bounce anytime you're in need, anytime you're in Hollywood. Swing on by. Check them out on Weed Maps. So thank you, Ounce and Bounce, for your wonderful product for today's show. Recently, as you've heard, I've taken a break from smoking. I've been diagnosed with cannabinoid hyperemesis syndrome. You can read more about it below, but it's important. If you guys don't enjoy smoking anymore, if you feel sick after you smoke, don't be afraid to see a doctor. Don't be afraid to seek help. And don't be afraid to take a break. Even if you don't have it, it's always good to take a break. You're going to be higher, you're going to stay higher, and you're going to enjoy life more. That's today's Marijuana Minute. Let's get back to the show. So what's the number one thing you want from the next Star Wars?
Couple deaths, for sure. A big war. And
Just like some large-scale battles.
Honestly, I'm just hoping for the best, expecting the worst.
I don't know how are they going to have a large-scale battle? The movie ends and there's only like 13 people left in the entire Resistance.
Dude, the Resistance
Clones.
They always find
Clones. What, you excited to take your kids to see the next one?
No, I'm not.
No. Too expensive.
It's a lot of money.
Too expensive.
Yeah, and I don't want to look at people go like this.
Yeah, it's a lot of that in Star Wars.
Yeah.
So, we want to thank you guys so much for watching. We want to thank the crew for our beautiful, kick-ass new set.
So dope.
We want to thank all of our sponsors. You can check out the info on any of them below. Find us on social media. I'm Justin.
I'm Byron.
I'm Derrick.
Stay safe. Stay high.
Hey guys, we thank you a bunch for watching that episode.
If you want to see more of our videos, they are below.
Don't be afraid to subscribe. Tell your friends. Come smoke with us every Saturday. We love you.